Hey guys, Dalen here with another video. And I'm sorry if you can hear music in the background, that's my roommate. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about my Transformers preferences. And I know you are all gonna jump on me for this one, but I actually prefer the Michael Bay movies. And here's why. As good as the cartoons were, it's like the Ninja Turtles. People like those, but I actually like the 2003 2009 series the best. The reason is I grew up. It probably has something to do with the fact that I grew up with it, but I don't know. But with Transformers and the Ninja Turtles, it was a lot darker. It was a lot darker, and the voices were a lot less cartoony. They were a lot more serious. And to be honest, I don't like Frank Welker. I mean, I like Frank Welker as an actor, but as Megatron, he was just your generic '80s villain, which is good for its time. But when I watched it, it was fine, I guess. But I prefer the guy that played him in Leonard Nimoy, especially in the 1986 movie. It was pretty good. That's actually, I think Leonard Nimoy's Galvatron is my favorite version of any Megatron ever, but he's dead, so damn it. Oh well. But I like this guy that plays him. I don't know. I can't remember his name though. But I like him. But I think I don't know if it's the same guy that plays him in the Cybertron series, but I think he's my favorite. Because here's my problem with Frank Welker. I know he said he has a cartoony voice, which is fine. But the thing about him is he's a little overplayed. He's all, yeah! Like, I'm the villain. I don't understand how he won the war. Because he's not very good at being conniving. Or maybe I mean, you could easily see right through him. Thing is, with the, he was too brash. He jumped the gun all the time. He was always making quick decisions and tactical maneuvers that always lost in the battle. But what happens is in Transformers Prime, you can see that how he won because he is mostly calm all the time. He strikes me as a strategist, and what's better is that was still Frank Welker in Transformers Prime. It was still him, but he was a million times better in Prime. But the thing is, I think he's a bit too calm. I mean, this is Megatron. He has to have some angry streak to him. Which is what I like about the Cybertron series. That's easily my favorite of anybody. All my favorite characters were done in the Cybertron series. They're my favorite depictions. Shockwave... I don't like Corey Burton's Shockwave. It sounds a little too goofy. And I know it's a cartoon, but still, it doesn't make sense. I don't like it. It's just really goofy. But this one was played by the narrator of the Transformers series, and he kind of gives Shockwave that menace that Corey Burton was trying to give him, and it worked a lot better. And the Dinobots were just regular Autobots, and I liked them for that. I liked them as basically hulking Autobots that sort of didn't follow the rules. And in the cartoons, they were just like babies, which made a lot of sense in the cartoons. It's fine. You can do that. But I liked them better in the Cybertron series because they were a lot better. They were a lot more badass and everything. I didn't like them in the Michael Bay movies. They didn't talk or anything. I didn't like that at all. I did not like that one bit. However, I will say if the 1980s Transformers did offer one thing that I can't really say can be beat, it's Shockwave's it's Frank Welker as Shockwaves with his voice box. That was freaking awesome, and I don't know why they didn't incorporate that in the movie. It sounded really weird. He sounded like dead without it, or he sounded worthless without that menacing voice modulator thing. They sort of fixed that in the Cybertron series, but it wasn't quite as good, so that's one thing it did right. I will say the humans are a lot more realistic in the Michael Bay movies. In the show, the humans were shown as this all good and caring species. And I'm not saying they aren't caring. I'm not saying humans aren't caring. I'm just saying it shows humanity a bit more realistic, as most of humanity shows that it fears the robots. With each passing movie, with each coming movie, it shows that the humans are fearing the robots a lot more. And then by Age of Extinction, they started hunting them. I like that. I really do like that. Like, it shows them they first start befriending them because they have a common enemy. Then that enemy starts to dissipate, starts to go away because the human weapons are getting a lot more efficient at killing them. So then they start to fear the Autobots. And then now by number 4, they've had the technology to physically kill robots without needing any robots' assistance to help them out. And so they go on a hunt for all bots, for all Transformers, because they fear all of them. I like that. I do. I like that depiction. It makes a lot more sense. The humans were a bit too good in the cartoons, if that makes any sense. I know it's a kid's show, but that's why I like the movies. I really do want to review the movies, as I'm sure this stuttering might be annoying and it probably wouldn't help much, but I really do like the Michael Bay movies the best. However, what I must say is that in every Transformers anything, any cartoon, any show, whatever, I hated the human characters. I hated them all. Which is why I like the DS game. The DS games, especially for the first one, what happened in the first movie is it had too much of the humans, and I didn't like that. I mean, the humans are fine. I didn't like Sam. It's Sam and his parents. I don't even think I liked Transformers 4 humans. I mean, they were a little better, but not really. But what I did like was in the DS game, the Nintendo DS game, of the first one, it shows how it could have worked. It shows the Autobots and Decepticons fighting each other with humans in the background, basically. Humans helping them, but they didn't have any human characters, really. It just showed humans as the military assisting the Autobots. I like that. That's probably another one of my favorite depictions. The same goes to the Cybertron series. Well, actually, no, that didn't even happen in the Cybertron series. They just spoke about the humans and trusting them and stuff like that. I like that too, by the way. But I do prefer the modern version of Transformers. I know. That doesn't mean I hate the cartoon. I like it, but I just prefer this one. It's a lot more, I know, realistic. I know it's not supposed to be, but I like a little realism. So, I really do want to review the movies, though, but I don't know how to edit. I don't know if there's any accessible editing tools. Maybe I could have someone help me. I'd love that. I really would. But if anyone can please offer me some tips, I'd love to review the movies in full so I can show you why I like the movies, instead of just ranting like this.